What's up, what's up, what's up?
Ain't shit, man. What's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man. KrackBoySlim. What it do, man? Welcome to SDTV, man. It's good to see you. Good to see you again, man. We've been getting in contact with you, man. I've been doing my research on you, seeing you making some moves out here, man. Why don't you tell the people who you are and what you represent real quick?
Well, shit. KrackBoySlim, 23 now. I'm from Hyattsville. I was born in DC though, Northeast. I'm a Meezy baby for real. Been all over Maryland and shit. I rap, I produce. Jack of all trades, man. I do a lot of shit. Rap, produce, shoot videos, make my own cover up.
Okay.
Try and get into gaming and shit. I got a lot of different interests, you know what I'm saying?
That's alright. That's alright. So you from Maryland? Oh, you from DC, but you live in Maryland. What side of Maryland you on?
I'm in Riverdale right now.
Riverdale. Okay. Okay. What's the music scene like over in Riverdale, man? Describe to me the music scene.
Riverdale killing, but them niggas keep getting locked up, man. Like,
for real?
It's crazy. Like, Swayhead got locked. A couple other niggas. I ain't even from Riverdale. My bro Mac, he really started bringing me out there and shit. To the point where niggas thought I was from Riverdale. I was just out there all the time. Right. But nah, that's his side. But I'm on the east side with the Migos at and shit. Okay. It's not as crazy, but you know what I'm saying. Niggas cool. But yeah, Riverdale, I would say they got a different sound. Cause like a lot of niggas, you know, they ain't no secret. A lot of niggas sound kind of similar. Right. But with them, it's not as gruff. I would say. I don't know. Niggas might look at me crazy when I say that, but it's kind of a little smoother to me. Okay, so it's more, it's less gritty trap music, less run them up, run them down. Yeah, it's more it's a finesse. It's a finesse. Okay, okay. So describe your music. Damn, man. Like I said before, jack of all trades, man. It depends on which me you ask, because I started out as more of a like boom bap type nigga. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Early like 8th grade, that's when I got into like a Mortal Technique, Nas and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? It was real like heavy samples and old ass drums and shit. Around the time I was like, I would say 16, 18, that's when I got more into the like down south shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the trail shit like that. Okay. Right now, I'm pushing toward a more like high octane sound. I got a project called MEEZYLAND coming up. Okay. And that's why I really want to show my versatility as far as rapping and producing. Because a lot of niggas don't know how to produce. Right. Somehow. Right. I started producing first before I even started rapping. Okay. But like a lot of niggas don't know how to produce, and I'm trying to show, you know what I'm saying? I'm really good at this shit, bro. Like, and like I'm a good whole package, not just a good rapper. But like, yeah, you know, right now the sound is going to change every project. But right now it's more high octane. It's less personal. It's more so, you know what I'm saying? Right now it's just a light show. Show what the fuck I can do. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be constantly evolving, so. Gotcha. Okay, so you started producing first. Walk me through that. How did you get into producing? What made you decide producing over everything else that's in the industry? Okay, so since like 7, Mo. I don't know if this is a black thing or what, but like niggas was obsessed with music. And I think that's just some nigga shit. Yeah, everybody. Like, that's just some nigga shit. Like, I loved it, bro. Like, you could find old videos and pictures of me singing with the little Fisher Price tour, the mic and shit, on that joint all the time, singing, what the fuck was that joint? Singing I Believe I Could Fly by fucking R. Kelly, bro. That's alright. Fucking that joint up. That's alright. But yeah, since like 7, bro, like I was obsessed with music, and that's when 8 Mile came out. And that was the first time, that was the first time I seen hip hop and the whole process that in depth for real. Okay. So that made me really start writing. But growing up, I was so fucking shy, bro. So shy. Too shy, in my opinion, to be a rapper. But I still loved music. So I was like, fuck it, I still want to do this music shit. So I started making beats around like 8th grade. Fucking it up. FL Studio like every other nigga in the world. And I still use FL to this day. No matter I was going to see that. I was going to ask that. No matter what niggas say to this day, bro. If niggas talking shit about FL, they just don't know how to use it. But yeah, man. Most definitely. Okay. Around 16 is when I started rapping though. Because Odd Future, I was an Odd Future fucking fanatic. A lot of niggas might not know that. They just met me. Earl Sweatshirt, man. He was 1 year older than me. And the thing that made me want to rap, originally I didn't want to do it because I felt like, because I was so young, niggas wouldn't take me seriously. But they was like going crazy for this nigga. So I'm like, fuck it, I might as well do it. So like 16, just came full circle.
Got you.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
I've been going since then.
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay. So you produce all of your tracks? Or do you still, okay, so you still shop around?
Before, it was just more so like, you know what I'm saying, killing other niggas' beats just to show what I could do.
Right.
But this is my first, like, I have a mixtape out Solitaire. Only produced like 1, maybe 2 joints on it. But MEEZYLAND is where it's all me and like 2, 3 other beats just to, you know what I'm saying, get my man's name out there. But yeah, this next joint is like all me. So
more recently you've been doing all original work. You ain't been taking no YouTube beats, no jacket. That's what's up. Okay.
I hate to have another nigga have the same beat I have, bro.
Right.
It's frustrating, bro. It makes me sad. And niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was always like, why don't you just rap over your own beats? I wasn't as good as I would want to be. You know what I'm saying? If I'm rapping on a beat, I want that motherfucker to hit like how it's supposed to. And I feel like I'm just now getting to the point where I feel confident, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a complete package, so yeah.
Okay.
That's all that was.
Cool. So, can you give me anybody that you've worked with as far as you producing in their music, or is it pretty much within house? You keeping it within the squad, or?
Alright, so I produced, because I used to live out in Florida in my high school years.
Okay.
I used to live out Palm Beach County, Florida. Shout out my niggas out there, 561.
Okay.
Me and my man Monte, we met in this little like alternative school type jump. And you know what I'm saying, I started doing shit with him. The nigga Escape Key, mo, his little man, that nigga like 20. He is a real nigga. I was in a crunch, cause you know what I'm saying, I ain't had no job and my computer was fucked up and I was just so fucked up. This nigga Escape Key, he paid $50 for me to get a new hard drive and shit. Fix my computer, and now I'm just producing, you know what I'm saying, for that nigga. Whatever he need, bro. Like,
that's what's up.
And, my brother, Mackie Baby, knew this nigga since we was like 10. We part of a group Cartel, KK. I talk about it a lot in my music and shit. We got some shit coming, you know what I'm saying. It's not really out yet, but you know, we on that. Yeah.
Okay. So, when you making beats, right? Do you go for a sound? Or do you create your own lane? Do you specify, I'm going to make a beat for this kind of person?
You know, a lot of the times, I just get on, you know what I'm saying? I just try to let it go natural, you know, whatever flow out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my beats is weird. A lot of my beats, they start one way, but I like to tweak sounds a lot, you know what I'm saying? You make beats. So you make beats, so you're probably familiar with this. You know, you probably make your melody, and you know, you got your drums and shit, but the melody just might not be hitting. So you just click the joint and then you change the instrument, but you keep the melody.
Oh yeah,
I do a lot of that shit, and I get some shit that I couldn't even get if I tried. A lot of my shit, if we going back to describing my music, especially like beat wise, if we talking about that, very experimental.
Okay.
Very experimental, because I listen to a lot of other genres of music, like, you know what I'm saying. Flying Lotus really influenced a lot of the shit I do. He did a lot of early music for Adult Swim when they first came out, you know what I'm saying. I used to be like a very wavy, trippy nigga before, you know what I'm saying. I'm way more high octane now, but yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, so we can have a crack boy R&B beat. We can have a crack boy trap beat, and we can have a crack boy alternative beat.
Definitely.
Okay.
It just depends on what mood I'm in.
Right.
I mean, I hate to put labels on myself, but I would say I'm very eclectic. I really feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. There's nothing wrong with that, because you know everybody has their own lane in the music.
Right.
And drawn to that, how do you feel like you fit within the DMV? I mean, this is where you are, not necessarily where you're from.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to be a DMV artist, but because where you live.
That's the thing, man.
Okay.
DMV is in such a weird spot.
Okay.
It's like, because for so long, it never made sense to me how DC is the nation's capital, but like culturally, people are just like so ignorant to us. And it didn't make sense to me. Like, I feel like culturally, this place should have much more, you know what I'm saying, pull or influence. And we finally get that recognition and influence, but I feel like a lot of niggas aren't really, they're not, what am I trying to say? Because I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I am trying to tell the truth. A lot of niggas aren't really going out there to explore their own sound. Like, it's hard for me to listen to a lot of these niggas because a lot of them don't just sound similar, but it's like they're trying to sound similar. I feel like they're not really expanding their sound or, you know what I'm saying, experimenting with shit as much as I would like to. Because like a place like Chicago, Mo, it's funny how, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, ever since the Chief Keef shit, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, try to mold themselves after the Chicago sphere, I would say. But there's more to Chicago than drill rap. Like, they have the most beautiful music scene, like, not even hip hop, just in the country right now. If you're talking to me, like, Chance and Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Everything in between.
Yeah.
There's so much life and perspective in the Chicago music scene. I would just like to see, cause you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of street niggas here, but there's a lot of street niggas in Chicago, obviously. But that's not all that's here, bro. Like, there's so many different crowds, bruh. And I just want to see that put into the forefront more. And like, I feel like it's almost like different DMV music scenes, but it should all be one thing for real. Just different flavors of the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to see more expansion, more experimentation.
It's funny you say that, because the other day I interviewed an artist by the name of Boss Blind. And I had asked him about bridging the gap within the DMV for the music. And I gave him the example of New York has the underground New York, the Jadakiss, the, you know what I'm saying, Joel Santana. That goes from that to the 6ix9ine to the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Like, it's a whole bunch of music coming out of New York, but they're not all the same. Same thing with Atlanta. When you got your Gucci, you got Pee Wee Longway, you got Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of different kind of music coming out of the same area.
Right.
And I had asked Boss about how do you think we can bridge the gap here.
So as far as bridging the gap, I think a lot of artists, once they get older and then they, you know, they get kids and then they start to you know, start to think about the future of themselves with their kids, then I think that they may want to turn to a different genre of music to do, or just dip and dab with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what Gucci doing. You know what I'm saying? He doing pop. You know what I'm saying? And he collaborating with pop. So I think if you really want longevity in the business, you gotta start thinking about touching other genres of music too.
And I was having a conversation with my good man Elway about this shit, and I was like, the lanes just aren't as open as niggas try to act like. He brought up Logic and all this. What nigga from my side and your side, like, let's, like, realistically, son, you heard that new Logic? Niggas ain't bumping Logic in the whip, bro. But I want, like, it blows me. Like, Gold Link is my prime example, son. This nigga Gold Link put out the Crew jump. A lot of niggas ain't heard of Gold Link before that. Gold Link was killing for years before that. But it's like, niggas wasn't checking for the shit before Crew, and niggas ain't checking for the shit after Crew. Gold Link is probably one of the most amazing niggas musically to come out of this spot, bro. The nigga Brent Faye is too. But niggas ain't checking for that. And it bothers me, son. Like, a lot of them niggas gotta go out of town to really pop, bro.
Yeah, that's true. And look at Wale.
Exactly. Like,
he blew.
I don't get it, bro.
But I do understand what you're saying, because truth be told, Gold Link said that the Crew song was done for a while. But it didn't pop until Glizzy got on it. Glizzy is, of course, representing the streets. So when Glizzy got on it, that made everybody really listen to it.
But I feel like with a great thing he did, he merged the scenes like a motherfucker. Because that was, if niggas ain't really hip to Gold Link, that was still a Gold Link ass song. He just kind of stepped out of his box a little bit to make Glizzy fit on the jump. But like, yeah, that was a good move for the area, for real.
Okay, so you think that it is a possibility for other artists, because we have a Gold Link that have made it, and we have a Wale back in the day. People know about Logic. True enough, nobody's bumping them over, say, Q the Fool.
Right.
But we know about him. So that means he has made a stand at some point. Same with Light Show. Yeah. Light Show has made a stand. R.I.P. to Swipey. He's made a stand. Like, people have made their stand in the DMV. However, we don't know if it's the hustle or if it's the support that really pushes a certain genre of music coming out of here.
Can we please talk about the support? I'm tired of this myth. Definitely. I'm tired of this myth that DMV niggas do not support each other.
Okay, speak on it.
Mind you, that was true as shit at one point, but this is not the time for that. I'm telling you, every time I go on the jump IG Live, she bumping some nigga from here, whether he's at the top or not. I'm always hearing niggas around here listening to people from here. Maybe the support is not as much as niggas would like, but we can't sit and pretend that niggas is not supporting the fuck out of each other. Like, all the shit that the nigga Elway be doing, bruh, the vibes be good as shit in all them events, man. Keys to the City.
Shout out to Elway and Keys to the City, too.
Elway, that is my man. He was my first performance, too. Shout out to Elway. You started some good shit, and you continue to do good shit. But yeah, the support is here, man. Because niggas act like the DMV wasn't what the fuck it was at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the little bit of support that niggas feel like we have right now, nigga, there was none before. Like, 5 years ago, come on, son. Niggas was not fucking with another nigga. No matter what you was trying to do, if it's anything positive, niggas was not trying to hear that. Niggas was not trying to see that. They was trying to tear you down. Even like Mo, for niggas from the city, because you know a lot of niggas hate Meezy niggas. It is what it is. I'm a Meezy nigga. Whatever. For niggas from the city to support the nigga Q the Fool as much as they do, admittingly from Largo, that should tell you so much, bro. I would have never seen that shit happen 5 years ago.
Now, let me tell you this. Q the Fool, before he became Q the Fool, he was with a group called Pack Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pack Boys was going hard, doing some underground work, whatever.
Right.
But I ended up coming across an interview where Q the Fool was saying, you know, we need the support in this area because just because I'm from Maryland don't mean I can't do whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, he was kind of speaking to DC niggas. He was like, it's thorough niggas in Maryland too.
Definitely.
And so this was before he actually, I'm sure this was before he had went to jail, came out and like really blew up.
Right.
But he was on his way back then when he was with Pack Boys. And what ended up happening is, I would assume some people started getting whiff of, hey, this guy from Maryland, he actually is alright. Like, let's stop putting where he's from in front of his music. You know what I'm saying? And then also, it goes to show, of course, you know, Maryland and DC were basically brothers. I mean, you could take a step out of Maryland and take a step into DC. So,
it is a 15-minute drive from my house to here.
Exactly. 15 minutes from Riverdale, Maryland to Northeast.
Niggas act like it's night and day, bro. I understand their differences, but niggas be blowing me with that shit.
I understand, and you know that's probably based on the system.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, that's a topic for...
Like historically, bro. Yeah. Niggas want to talk about how Maryland niggas want to be from DC. Yeah. I could understand the sentiment to an extent, but my nigga... Historically speaking, PG County was a white place before niggas from DC moved to Maryland. So that doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? That don't make sense to me, bro.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? People gonna say what they gonna say.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's systematic, man. I mean, this was something that actually niggas, we did to ourselves. Yeah. Because it was no government.
You know niggas gonna find any reason to be different.
Exactly.
Find any reason to disagree with each other.
So we did this one to ourselves, truth be told. But anyway, so as you as an artist,
yes sir,
when you aren't rapping over your beats or when you aren't looking for what sound that you've made, what kind of sound do you more gear towards when you're looking for instrumentals or when you're maybe possibly hopping on a feature, like you know?
So I'm blessed by God to know so many niggas who produce to the point where of course, apart from me making my own beats, like I don't never think I would have to go to anybody else other than my team. Not only just because I know them niggas, like every one of them niggas are amazing, bro. Like my man B-Man in Florida, this is one of the best producers I've ever come across in my life. He's more sample heavy, you know what I'm saying? He's on some like Raider Clan type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like old Space Ghost Perk, Memphis-ish kind of style. Okay. I fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? I like real mellow beats, you know what I'm saying? Because I could talk my shit over them. The best thing with me, production-wise, I don't really like beats with a certain feel to them.
Okay.
I feel like the most emotionally neutral beats are my playground, you know what I'm saying? I could turn that shit into whatever I want to.
Gotcha.
I don't want half the feeling to already be there,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? Even with anything, like, I like customizing shit. I used to customize my clothes, shit like that. Like, I'm a very customized, personal type of person, you know what I'm saying? I just like space. I like a canvas for real, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that describes your artistry.
Mm-hmm.
Describe your image. How does your image fit into your music? I mean, I see you got the
image shit,
you got the Cali,
you know
Cali braids, you got the rings, man.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Let them know what's up.
I feel like my cause I've always been into this music shit, bro, and I feel like in a way my lack of other interests kind of fucked me up, cause it was like I wasn't a real person.
Okay.
So around the time I went to Florida, I ain't gonna say I was really wilding, but for lack of a better word, I kind of was. But I had to get some more life experience, you know what I'm saying? Had to find out who the fuck I was, like, cause I was, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the majority of my life I've been alone in one way or another. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta figure a lot of shit out on your own, but, you know, I'm just a regular nigga, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I like jewelry and shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to be obsessed with death, you know what I'm saying? I got like these little skull jewels and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I'm into fashion, I'm just into fly shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm DMV as hell, but you know, I got a lot of different influence from a lot of places, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas used to call me Snoop when I was little. They used to say I look like one of Snoop Dogg's sons and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm very Maryland though. I try to keep it that way, but you know what I'm saying? I rock anything, bro. Like, I got this fucking jacket from the Foreman for a dub, you know what I'm saying?
Keep
you can
it
find
100.
sauce anywhere. This shit from Target, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
alright.
I just like fly shit. I like how I put shit together, you know what I'm saying?
That's
A
alright.
lot of niggas think you gotta spend a lot of money just, you know what I'm saying, to look fly. You just gotta know how to put shit together, bro, you know what I'm saying? I like shit that look good. I like to be comfortable. That's it, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of my fashion influence from Martin Lawrence.
Really?
A lot of his shit on the Martin show. And I really started rocking jewelry because of Martin and the movie City of God.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen that, but it's a fucking gem if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's like it's basically like the Brazilian version of Shots if you
Right.
haven't seen it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Okay. Sounds good. So, as far as your fan base,
Yes, sir.
how can you describe your fan base?
Still on the come up.
Okay.
Very loyal, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm so relatable that, you know what I'm saying, like, I check on fans. Like, I really have, like, relationships with these niggas. I don't even like to call them fans. Like, you know what I'm saying, we family, bro. Like,
That's what's
if
up.
you fuck with me, I fuck with you 1,000-fold, bro. Like, I hate to use this word, but I'm a real person, you know what I'm saying? Everybody use it, but I'm just being truthful, like, you know what I'm saying? They're very loyal, very supportive, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care if I don't have the most fans in the world, but they care about me, and that's all that matters, you know?
Right.
They're here with me, son. Like, a lot of times, shit, that's all I need, man, because I be going through it mentally, but you know what I'm saying? They keep a nigga going for real.
Hey man, that's what it's all about. That's what this music and everything. It's a way of expression.
Like shit.
So I mean, it's always good to continue to express yourself as healthy as possible, in any way, shape, or form that you feel.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So, KrackBoySlim. Is anybody else with the Crack Boys? Do we got an entourage? Who can you mention? Who can you shout out?
Man, this gang, man. My brother Mac. Me and him is Crew Cartel. That's KK. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Bossed Up Pat. That's my right hand. I'm talking about that nigga used to, when we was in a little alternative school jump, I was dead broke, bruh. This nigga would make sure I ate every day type shit, you know what I'm saying? He looked out. My nigga Skate Key. Big Psycho, that's my man. MGE Tony. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Pretty Money Gang. They cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? My blood brother, Kevin. My baby Naya. I'm probably forgetting niggas, but I'm off this Hennessy, so.
That's alright. That's alright. Yeah,
It is what it
we
is.
pulling up over here on SDTV, man. You know, we get right and we get it in.
Oh man, the
But,
Nero.
yes,
you know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely. Most definitely. You know, we got to keep in touch with the streets. That's what this is all
shit.
about.
Like shit.
So where can they find you, Crack Boy? Where can they look you up or holler at you?
All my social media is Crack Fiend. That's KrackFeen. I only got IG and Twitter. Even though I don't got that much love on Twitter for some reason, I got all the love on IG. I don't know how that didn't really translate the way it was supposed to. But my music is on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spinrilla as well. My first mixtape is only on that Piff because that was the only way that I could upload all the songs because of copyright and some shit. But yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like social media, but I know as an artist you need the shit. But I engage niggas, bro. Hit me up for business, nigga. Hit me up if you got problems. Tell me you love me. Tell me you hate me. I don't give a fuck. I just want to talk. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm very open. Like, I'm very fucking open, to say the least.
Most definitely. There it is. There it is. KrackBoySlim in the building, ladies and gentlemen, man. Sir. It's good to have you here on SDTV, man.
My nigga.
Hey, come back anytime, man. You always welcome here. And we going to be looking forward to a good new year with you, man. Be blessed.
I appreciate it, bro.
Most definitely. Have a good afternoon and holiday and new year and everything.
Yes, sir. Crazy shit.